In the world of reality television, few families have captured hearts like Jyn Arnold, Klene, and their children from the little couple. But behind the cameras and beyond the smiles lies a story no one expected. A story of secret love, whispered promises, and a future that would change everything. Zoe Klene had always been the quiet observer in her family. While her parents lived under the spotlight of reality TV fame, Zoe preferred the shadows. She loved her books, her music, and the comfort of her room. It was her safe place. But one evening, that safe place became the beginning of a secret that would change her life. It started simply. Zach, a young banker with a calm personality and sharp mind, met Zoe through mutual friends. At first, they talked about normal things, school, work, dreams for the future. Soon, those conversations turned into late-night texts and private phone calls. Before long, they made a bold decision. Zach would visit Zoe quietly in her room, away from the cameras and away from her parents. One quiet night, while Jyn and Bill were downstairs, Zoe heard a soft knock on her door. Her heart pounded. She opened it and saw Zach standing there, nervous but determined. His suit jacket was neat, his tie slightly loose, his eyes filled with both fear and affection. In that moment, Zoe felt something new. For the first time, her private world met the thrill of forbidden love. They sat close together, whispering about futures they weren't sure they could have. Zach talked about his long hours at the bank and his dream of building a meaningful life. Zoe shared her fears of being judged and disappointing her parents. She worried about living under constant public attention. Zach held her hand and promised that their love was worth the risk. Her room became their small universe. The soft light from the lamp, the posters on the wall, and the faint sound of the television downstairs faded into the background. Zoe no longer felt like the daughter of a famous family. She felt like a young woman with her own choices and her own secret. But secrets do not stay small for long. That night, as Zach kissed her forehead and promised a future together, neither of them knew how quickly their hidden romance would grow into something much bigger. The secret meeting was only the beginning of a chain of emotions and decisions that would change everything. The Klene household had always been filled with warmth and laughter. Jyn and Bill worked hard to create a loving home despite living in the public eye. But small changes began to appear. Zoe, once cheerful and open, became quieter. She spent more time in her room, smiling at her phone and guarding it carefully. Jyn noticed first. She saw the way Zoe's face lit up after late-night messages. Bill noticed too. Fathers can sense when something is changing. At dinner, Zoe often seemed distracted. Her parents exchanged silent glances, both wondering what was happening. One evening, Jyn knocked gently on Zoe's door and asked if everything was okay. Zoe smiled and quickly hid her phone. "Just homework," she said. But Jyn felt there was more. Homework did not make a girl's cheeks glow with happiness. Bill once saw the name Zach appear on Zoe's phone screen. A banker. Who was he? Why was Zoe hiding him? The questions grew heavier each day. Meanwhile, Zoe's feelings deepened. The secret meeting had awakened love inside her. Zach's words echoed in her mind. "We'll face this together." But facing it meant telling her parents, and that terrified her. The house began to feel different, filled with unspoken questions. Jyn and Bill whispered at night, wondering if their daughter was in trouble or simply growing up. Behind her closed door, Zoe whispered promises to Zach and dreamed of a future where her family would understand. Zach, on the other hand, was not someone who chased attention. While Zoe's family lived in the spotlight, his world was quiet and structured. He grew up in a modest home where hard work and responsibility were important. By the time he became a banker, he was known for being dependable and calm under pressure. Still, something was missing in his life. He wanted real connection. When he met Zoe, he found it. She did not care about his job title or stability. She cared about his honesty and the way he truly listened. For Zoe, Zach represented stability. Growing up surrounded by fame, she longed for someone grounded and real. Zach became that steady presence in her life. Their bond grew stronger with every secret meeting. Zach shared stories from his work about helping families secure homes and build futures. Zoe admired his sincerity. His life was not glamorous, but it was real, and that reality felt comforting. Yet both of them knew the risk. Zoe's parents were protective. Her family was known to the public. Their relationship could not stay hidden forever. Then came the moment that changed everything. Zoe discovered she was pregnant. The news shocked her.